like a sunrise horizon. Always there, always shining, building me up with the song it's singing, filling my heart like I'm flying. You're always warm, always hold me.
What craziness it has been the last couple of weeks, and I have been so anxious to like make a video about all the things that are gonna happen this year, and I really feel the Lord pushing me to take this channel in a new direction and put more of myself out there, because I really feel like people just need so much encouragement nowadays, and there's just so much that I feel like God wants me to give, and I have been holding back because I'm just afraid letting people more into my life. But I think that's the only way that truly content creation can work. It's when you just show yourself and who you are. But we're gonna be getting ready for a women's retreat this week. I speak twice at the retreat. I have 2 of the more like workshop or small conferences, and I'm also in charge of like the younger girls who are going. This retreat is like starting at age 11 and up, so there's women from like literally all ages going, all the generations, and we're gonna have something for everyone. Right now there's like 100, I think 103, 108 women that have signed up to go. I'm one of the ministers at my church, so I'm gonna be playing piano all weekend, and then of course in charge of the young women, and I have 2 of the workshops with the young girls. Really excited about how this week is gonna go, and I was actually feeling really overwhelmed. We did Rock the Universe this week. I didn't really get a chance to vlog it, but I got a chance because we were chaperones, but I got a chance to do like a reel about it, so you can see it on my Instagram, TikTok, and I did post it as a short here. So yeah, it was really, really good. I'd never been to Rock the Universe, and I loved the bands they brought. We only got to see, if you hear the dinging, I am on my lunch break at work, but my computer is right over there, so you can kind of just still hear it. I have to practice because with my husband and I taking on the youth group, if you haven't heard, my husband and I are now the youth leaders at our church. So with us taking the youth group, that means that we are just busy out of our minds right now, and I really haven't gotten a chance to practice for the women's retreat that I'm playing piano for. So that needs to happen right now during my lunch break, because worship practice is tonight. So I got all my chords lined up, and I thought I would show you guys also kind of what it's like to be a minister and in the worship team, and you know, all of that. So I usually on my iPad, I have a few different ways that I like to organize my chords. But this time, because I do not memorize music for the life of me. I don't do this full time, guys. I have my full-time job. So I do what I can. So I create a playlist on my phone with all of the songs that we're doing. That's the name of the retreat. And that is all the songs that we are doing. So that way I can just listen to them on repeat on my phone, and they're already on a playlist. And then I just go to Safari on my iPad, and then I literally have like a bunch of tabs open with all of my chords. And that's how I play. I play with chords. I need to have them in front of me. If not, I cannot function. A lot of these songs I already know, so I feel confident with them, but there's maybe 2 that are like brand new to me. And I usually do not download, but like copy and paste into Pages, the Pages app on my iPad. I will copy and paste the lyrics with the chords on them. I need to have the lyrics because I'm a singer before I'm a musician, and I need to have them. But because it was going to take just too long to copy and paste and format, I was like, well, we're just going to do this. But if I don't have Wi-Fi, because the retreat center we're going to, it's like a camp. If I don't have Wi-Fi, I don't know that, you know, having them pulled up on Google is going to work. So hopefully I have Wi-Fi when we get there. So God has just been like convicting me about how much I trust him. And I have to say that just after all the things I've been through in my life, I've noticed that disconnect of where I do kind of not trust God sometimes, especially with like provision. I am a go-getter. I'm type A in many ways. And I don't trust God sometimes, and I'm like, no, I'll get it done. And then I just start overcommitting to so many things, to my business, to social media content creation. And it's because this isn't just something I enjoy doing. I want it to be my full-time job. 1, because I love doing it, but 2, because I know that if I work hard, this could one day be the sustenance for my family. It could provide, it could be my job. And I always have wanted to work doing something like this that takes creativity, but this can so easily burn me out. it can burn anyone out. It takes a lot to work creatively with your mind, constantly trying to come up with new things and make something out of nothing, which is truly what creativity is all about. Like, take raw materials and turn them into something. And so I have found myself in a really bad place of burnout. I haven't worked on Delicate, my jewelry line, my jewelry business, in a hot minute. Like, I just posted today for the first time in weeks, and it wasn't even a post. It was like some Instagram stories, because I do have tote bags now. Let me show you guys. I haven't shown these a lot on the channel, but like, I had these tote bags made to sell at pop-ups, and I just got them listed on my website after like a month and a half, because I just don't have time. We are so busy with ministry right now, which is what I feel God is telling me I need to prioritize. And so I just haven't even had time to work on my small business, and that's totally fine. Like, I feel peace about it now. It's taken me a few weeks to wrap my mind around the fact that now that we are the youth leaders at church, and I work a full-time job, my husband is a full-time student, and he also works part-time. So it's just, we don't have the bandwidth to do it all. And then this is a year that we are trying to start a family, and I'm bringing you guys along for that journey as well, of, you know, figuring out our TTC journey and our journey, you know, to being parents, because I have PCOS. And so it's just a year that's so heavy with things to do that God really was telling me Delicate is not the priority right now. And if I am going to make content creation, it has to be ministry. It has to minister. So I hope that my videos are encouraging to you guys, because that is what this year is about. I want to encourage young women. I want to encourage women that in Christ and God, when we trust Him with our futures, that's where success really comes from. It doesn't come from how much money we make. It doesn't come with or from who we impress and what we do, more than it does with like obedience to God. And small things every day, it just snowballs into a beautiful life of obedience to God. That is what God is telling me this year needs to be about. With that said, let's worship. So I am gonna go on a walk. Literally, I got minutes till the sunset. So just a walk around the block, because your homegirl has decided we gotta walk this year. So walk with me. Let's try to get out of the house at least once a day, if not every other day, because I work from home. And if I don't do this, I feel it later in my mental health. And it also helps me connect with God, movement, just being out of the house. So I usually have these new headphones, by the way, which I actually really like these. They were $30. I might have been talking really loud, but these were just $30. They're from JLab. I saw them on the TikTok shop. I'll do a video about them for TikTok in case you guys want to go to my TikTok and like buy it from there. It helps your girl out, but I'll also put a link down below. They were selling on TikTok for like $75, and people kept saying they were really good. But like, come on, with TikTok shop, can you really trust people's reviews? I said what I said. So I went ahead and got them, because not Target put them on sale for them putting them on sale for $30 on Target. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get them from TikTok shop. I'm gonna get them from Target. I got them with a gift card that I had, because I've been really wanting some like over-the-head headphones. It just really says, leave me alone. Like for the gym or for going on walks or stuff like that. And I just like how they stay on, and I always feel like my AirPods are gonna fall out and get lost. So I'm just gonna play some worship music and have like a prayer walk. I need it. I'm really in such desperate need of a prayer walk. This is a year that I'm gonna prioritize like my time with the Lord, which I don't usually prioritize the way that I should. And yeah, that's part of, you know, we talk so much about self-care, but imagine just needing someone to take care of you. We need someone to take care of us, and that's when God comes in and steps in. Literally, the weather is so lovely. It's not that cold anymore. thing I really like about these headphones is that they actually have a feature called Be Aware. So they have noise canceling, and then you can just turn off the noise canceling. But one thing that I really like about them is they have a function called Be Aware. So it will actually make your environment louder. Walking alone, even during the day, even in the morning, even I've gone out to walk during my lunch break, it's a little bit creepy. My neighborhood is very safe. I'm always very aware of my surroundings. I never have my headphones on, noise canceling. I'll only have one on. But like, you get to know the neighbors. People are always out and about walking, kids playing. But now in the winter, even though I live in Florida, it still gets very dark very fast. See, like, I have my headphones on, but I was able to hear that car. Whoever was driving that car is an idiot. He was going so fast. I literally was like, nope, they're coming on too fast. I'm gonna wait in someone's front yard. But the street that I'm actually on right now, we're actually gonna come up on our backyard. Our backyard is right here. My husband's literally gonna be able to see me walk by. So I'm gonna wave at him. I don't think I told him I was coming this way. Guys, hubby's cooked dinner. I'm so hungry. Look at this. Yo, babe. Guys, my man be grilling like twice a week. That's why you gotta live in Florida. We're gonna try Crispies up in the grill real quick. I'm like, no sir. He made them in the oven. I'm like, no sir. Grill. They gotta be in the grill. I love the taste of like grill. Oh my God, this looks so good. I'm just gonna taste it. My goal today was to spend some time with Jesus. So we're gonna watch a few episodes of The Night Agent. We really like that show. And then we're going to spend some time with Jesus. Ladies, I am literally heading out right now. There's like a pebble in my shoe to go to TJ Maxx and get some skincare for me. And then there's the women's leader from the church has skincare for the girls, just like eye patches and stuff, just maybe to hang out and put them on at night. I'll take some home with me because they're really good eye patches. They actually gave them out during a women's event and they have a ton left over. Anyways, let's get out of here. Because then when I get back home from TJ Maxx, I might go to Walmart as well and buy me a new PJ set because I actually don't have PJs that are, you know what I mean? Like PJs to go be out the house at a women's retreat. Those are special PJs. You gotta wear your nice PJs, not looking ratchet over here. So I might have to go to Walmart as well and pick up a nice set of PJs. There's this new brand at Walmart. I think it's called Joyful or something. I don't know. Like their stuff is nice. Oh, my wallet. Thank goodness I looked because I almost left the house with no wallet. By the way, a moment for this outfit because I was like, whenever I'm like overwhelmed, I need a pick-me-up. And my pick-me-up today was a cute outfit. So here's a moment for the pink little scrunchie. This is from Monica's Collective, by the way. Like, how cute is this scrunchie? It's huge and fluffy. And she's here on YouTube. She's a fellow business owner. And then I got the little headphones. I was gonna do a pink bag, but I was like, that's okay, it might be too much. So yeah, that is the pink outfit and let's get out this house.
You saw me in the crowd, they were calling last call. I was lost in the noise, oh my. But you opened my eyes, shared the story of hope, began that night. Without a clue of what's coming next, was I guided by hands I couldn't see? Was it written somewhere, part of a plan? I have these thoughts in my head. Can you make it make sense? How a heart can burn with joy, then suddenly feel cold. Still I trust there's more to know. Feels like my head's underwater, but you're there at the surface, lifting me through the doubt. Can you make it make sense? How a heart can heal night, you and me in the dark. The rain was pouring outside. Days turned into months, but I felt your hand. I knew I would be alright, without a clue of what's coming next. But you're still leading with each and every step. Is it written somewhere, a part of your plan? I have these thoughts in my head. Can you make it make sense? How a heart can burn with joy, then suddenly feel cold. Still I trust there's more to know. Feels like my head's underwater, but you're there at the surface, lifting me through the doubt. Can you make it make sense? How a heart can heal again when the fire never ends. I know this love is forever, and I feel you changing me. Now it's all in your head.
All right, that was pretty successful. I was able to get a few pieces of skincare, and I'm pretty happy with those purchases. Let me show you what I got. So I feel like TJ Maxx just has the best skincare sometimes. So does this have a light? This has a light too. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so I got a couple of things because I never buy the same thing from TJ Maxx. I always just kind of do whatever they have. I just focus more on the ingredient that I feel like my skin need. I have found a few products that they do have recurring at TJ Maxx that I tend to buy, like the Marco Badescu rose water that I cannot live without. I love it. I love getting Korean skincare in TJ Maxx. And I got this foaming cleanser. It's Rice Water Bright. That's the name of it. It's a foaming cleanser and it smells really good. It has like bland packaging. I know the packaging shouldn't matter, but it does to me, and it like attracts me to what the product might do. This one looked nice and bland, and I'm like, I like gentle cleansers. Anything that strips my skin too much leaves me irritated and breaking out. The packaging totally got me on this one. It's a collagen and retinol serum. I am a serum girly through and through. And then I got another serum, and it's a vitamin C and vitamin E glow boosting facial serum, and these were all around $6. And they're doing something new at TJ Maxx. Like, they have the skincare and makeup area, like they divided it into smaller sections, and like the skincare aisle was like color coded, and then the like other aisle, like even the lotion aisle, like body lotion, body wash aisle, they were all color coordinated, and it was nice. It was so easy to find what I needed. So it wasn't all together by brand, it was all together by color. And I don't know, it was like very aesthetic, and I really enjoyed it. The rest of the store is a hot mess like it usually is. I actually have no idea like where my luggage is. Maybe in the garage? My husband and I, whenever we get back from a trip, we store our stuff in completely different places. Oh, I hate it when he stores our stuff in the garage because spiders. I don't want to have a spider in my suitcase. I also don't want to have to do this every time. Why do we have a shovel? Ugh, I can never feel like spider webs. Suitcase.
Of my world came together with you. All at once, I was a man in your arms. I was seen into. The dew was wet, we had only met. It was all I knew. In your eyes, in the was torn in two, I was built anew. Cold rays, long days by your side, sunbeams, everything was alright. Take me back there again. Can you take me back there again? Take me back there again.
I just finished having like a whole cry session, and I actually just created a TikTok about it just to share with the TikTok fam what just happened. But I'm literally looking through one of my cupboards where I just set you on there right now, and I found this. I found a notebook that I started in 2018, and it's like God almost told me like I came with receipts, and I open it up to see like when I ended this journal. This is actually the journal where I wrote in when I was dating my husband and when I got engaged, and kind of all of my feelings are on here. And I want to highly encourage you right now, like if you are in whatever season you might find yourself, even if you're like, I'm in such a bland season, I have nothing special going on, journal. I have so many journals. Some of them are like half full, some of them just have a few entries, some of them are full to the brim, but there's records of where I was spiritually and my maturity, my walk with God, emotionally, psychologically, like where I was at in different seasons of my life. And I am so grateful to be able to look back on these things and see what God has done in my life. I ended up opening up to February 26 of 2021, and this is when my husband had been taken to the hospital for multi-organ failure. I don't know if you'll believe me, but I forgot. I had no recollection of ever journaling anything in that process, like no recollection. Like I will journal in these journals, like I'll write in them, and years will go by, and then I'll find them again and just start randomly reading them, and I'm always end up in tears without fail. Always end up in tears because I'm like, wow, like I was in a rough place and I'm not there anymore. Like God took me out of there. I forgot God took me out of there. Like we just forget so many things that God has done. So I'm going to show you, because I come with receipts to 2021. I kid you not. I started it in 2018, and I wrote in here, I haven't had time or energy to journal about this. On 2/14/21, I took Daniel to the hospital because he was breathing so hard. Within hours, he needed dialysis and was intubated. It was a huge shock. It's still very crazy to have this happen. Today he was transported, and then I say the name of the hospital. The reason I want to journal is because God has done amazing things and has promised me that Daniel will be healed. At this point, it had been 12 days that Daniel had been in the hospital, and we're actually in the most critical moment where he begins to decline. And like, I am in shock that I journaled any of this, because mentally, it was really interesting because those first few weeks were very critical. I was signing paperwork, I was signing consent, I was trying to understand all that the doctors were telling me. I was 26 when this all took place. I am now 30, and looking back, even though I'm 30 and I'm still young, I'm like, what kid in their 20s? Because then I'm 30, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel old. The heck I am. Like I'm young. We don't know if he'll make it. And I literally wrote, God promised me that Daniel will be fully healed. He has been speaking to me. He has been speaking to all of us that this is not for death, but for life, that Jesus may be glorified. Despite the battle against fear, and in my mind, I have received the peace that surpasses all understanding, and I am so grateful. Here is all the Lord has shown me. And then I just kind of go through all the things that God spoke to me. I was not ready for what happened to us. By the way, if you're new around here, my husband caught the cocoa in 2021 and went into multi-organ failure and spent 2.5 years on dialysis. I always cry on Valentine's Day because that's the day I took him to the hospital. I'm so grateful reading this because I'm no longer this person. Like, I don't even pray the same, because when push came to shove, like I kept my faith, right, the first few months, because I have about, there's months worth of journal entries in here that I have to go back and read. They're still they get me really emotional, so they're actually really hard for me to read. It's painful to read. I started the journey like, oh God, I believe in you, I trust you, and I do to this day, and I did then, and I did through the whole process. but I got angry and like bitter with God. I failed in so many ways, So like, who am I to judge someone in their moment of crisis for saying something that they don't even mean? Like, I remember saying, I hate God, I don't want to know about God, I never want to set foot in a church. And it was just me speaking in my anger. I really didn't mean those things. God accepts us in our brokenness, and he doesn't expect us to be like perfect. He does not expect us to be perfect. God just wants us to come to him with the questions. Like, I asked very real questions of the Lord, and I was like, I'm not sure. I don't think you're good. People say you're good, but I don't think you're good. Like, I came to God with raw and real questions, and like, God's not afraid of that. Like, I'm very reverent of the Lord, like very, 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 very reverent. Something that I think a lot of us need to remember. Like, God is holy and powerful and all-knowing, but I've also felt him so near. I honor God more than ever now. Like, I know he's powerful, but I'm gonna go ahead and read some journal entries from here, show them this Bible, and tell the stories behind it. And of course, I'm going to bring like a message and a teaching, but I think I'm going to teach everyone about the importance of documenting what God is doing in your life, and that you can use Bible journaling to do that. I'm going to go shower, get in bed, take some notes for what I want to speak about at the women's retreat, but I think encouraged me to open my heart to the women during the retreat, and instead of just giving like a dry teaching, to really share like a bit of my testimony. So
morning has broken, my windows are open. Wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens tomorrow? I turn to you and hope you can guide the way. Sometimes I give up, just wanna be on my own. Even in the darkest times, you give me hope. So I lean on you when I'm lost my way. I keep holding on for a better day. I lean on you when the world's astray. I left my heart open so you hear my prayer. I left
you ladies, it has been a crazy day. Scared me. I got off of work about an hour or so ago. I finished packing my bags because I didn't even get halfway done yesterday. So I finished packing my bags, packing my backpack and everything. Like, my car is just full of stuff. I have like a huge traveling backpack, my little purse backpack, and then I just went on a snack run to Walgreens. I am not going to survive this weekend without some good snacks, even though my husband's going to be coming in and out of the retreat center because he has to come check on our dog. And again, we're just 15 minutes from home. We're lucky in that regard. I also have a pair of pants that I really wanted to wear this weekend that are like super comfy. And your homegirl she's in that time of the month. So comfort. Oh, I forgot to buy pads. Do I have enough? I'm gonna choose violins, and I'm not gonna go back in there and buy more. I have a half a pack, and I think that should be enough to at least get me through another day. And then I want to send my husband to get a cooler with ice and get some Coke and stuff, and I'll have him get my pads. He's an expert at this point. Anyway, so a little snack haul of what I got at Walgreens. I got some Boom Chick popcorn. I really like this brand, and I love me some popcorn late at night, so I thought it'd be a fun snack to share with the girls. And then I got some Doritos. Fun fact about me, I don't like eating Doritos or Lay's on their own. Like, I do, like, well, I don't. I like them together with like Lay's and Doritos together. I will mix them up together in the bag, and that's how I like them. And then I also got some Chips Ahoy. I was debating between Oreos and Chips Ahoy, but I actually like Chips Ahoy better. So I also got these Nutella bready stuff. It's like these wafers filled with Nutella, and they are absolutely delicious.